Welcome to the Cheez-It 155 at the Watkins Glen International. Big race today here at Watkins Glen. It is the last race of the second round of the chase. Drivers to watch out for today. Matt Kenseth needs this big finish here. 9 points out of 8th place. Marcus Ambrose is just 6 points above 8th. And then Kyle Busch, last year's champ, only 5 points behind 8th place Jimmie Johnson. Now we're going to take a look at the point standings after 5 chase races. Take a look at the chase cutoff. Jimmie Johnson's only 5 points ahead. Him and Carl Edwards, and then Gino Harvey, Kyle Busch, Kasey Kahne, and Matt Kenseth are the first 4 out coming into the day. Now time for the command. Drivers, start your engines. Cars roll off here at Watkins Glen for 8 laps. Now we're going to check out your starting lineup. Row 1, Matt Kenseth and Jeff Gordon. In row 2, Tony Stewart and Brad Keselowski. Row 3, AJ Allmendinger and Kevin Harvick. In row 4, Marcus Ambrose and Dale Earnhardt Jr. In row 5, Michael Annett and Austin Dillon. In row 6 today, Jimmie Johnson and Jamie McMurray. Row 7, last year's winner at the Glen, Carter Adelman and Kyle Busch. Row 8, Landon Castle and Gino Harvey. Row 9, Kyle Larson and Carl Edwards. In row 10, Casey Mears and Kasey Kahne. Row 11, Martin Truex Jr. and Ryan Truex, brothers in row 11. Row 12, Clint Boyer and Jimmy. Row 13, Joey Logano and Reed Sorensen. In row 14 today, Brett Moffitt and Denny Hamlin. Row 15, Michael McDowell and Josh Wise. In 16, we have Kurt Busch and Da Biff. In row 17, Eric Almirola and Justin Allgaier. Then row 18, Bryce Harvey and Eddie Jones. Danica Patrick and Ricky Stenhouse, the Lovers in row 19. And then row 20, Paul Menard and David Gilliland. Row 21, we have David Reagan and Ryan Newman. And that'll be it. 12 nations will battle. 8 will remain. 4 will fall. Time to go racing. Green flag is out at Watkins Glen. Matt Kenseth will take him down into turn 1. Gordon falls into second. Allmendinger and Keselowski battle for third place. Kenseth takes it smooth, and then he's going to go through the carousel turn with Jeff Gordon in second. Gordon didn't get a good restart or a good start to the race, but Allmendinger's up into third. Into turn 1 to go. Kenseth still has the lead. Keselowski and Allmendinger still battle for the third position. Oh, Larson goes around. Casey Mears just avoids him. Larson goes around. Looks like Ryan Truex might have tapped him. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. Jeff Gordon and Matt Kenseth out of the final turn. Looks like Gordon's going to take it heading into lap 3 of 8. Jeff Gordon to the lead. AJ Allmendinger. Now he's going to go for second on Matt Kenseth. The battle for second is heating up. Who's going to get the advantage? Looks like it's going to be Kenseth going through the carousel. Allmendinger is going to get the position in the final turn, and he'll take over the second position from Matt Kenseth. And now Jeff Gordon in the lead with Allmendinger in second. Through the S's they go. Gordon won't it down. Oh, we got a wreck. It's Kyle Busch. Oh, Gino Harvey and Adelman. 5 chasers involved. Will more be involved? No, they all get by. But we have 5 chasers get taken out in the S's on lap 4. Red flag is out, definitely. Kyle Busch just slammed the guardrail. Oh, hard hit for Kyle Busch, flipping his car. Adelman gets put into it at the very end. Him and Edwards and Kahne. Kyle Busch is slow getting out of his Skittles Toyota Camry. That is not good. ACS medical personnel rushed to the scene of the accident. Kyle Busch is on the ground in pain. This is not good news for Kyle Busch fans. Let's take a closer look at Kyle Busch's wreck. Look, he slams into the guardrail, flips, gets hit by Harvey. And here comes Kasey Kahne. Oh, that has to be the bad impact right there where Kahne just slams in to Kyle Busch's car as it was already torn up already. Not good. Gino Harvey, Kasey Kahne, Kyle Busch, all their chase hopes are ended today as they will be knocked out with bad finishes. Carter is safe as long as Carl doesn't get his car repaired. Carl Edwards can still get out there on the track hoping for something bad to happen late in the race and possibly pass a few drivers. Red flag is lifted, and we can check out Kyle Larson, who is on pit road for this reason. Look as Ryan Truex in the 83 Toyota gets into him and spins him out, and then Casey Mears does a good job avoiding him. Now we go back on green flag racing with 4 laps to go. Jeff Gordon gets a great restart. Oh, Brad Keselowski just pushed AJ into turn 1. AJ locks him up, and now Brad's going to go for the lead on Gordon. They battle. Oh, they make contact. Keselowski through the grass. Gordon keeps the lead, but Brad, he's right behind him. He's giving Gordon all sorts of fits out for the final turn. Gordon will lead that lap, but here comes Brad Keselowski. Not going to have enough momentum there, but he's going to follow Gordon through the S's. Down the backstretch they go. Gordon and Keselowski battle. We're going to check about a flyby of the field. First one of the day. Oh, Stewart goes through the grass and Johnson gets way loose. Looks like they made contact. 3 wide for a position back in the field. Oh, here comes Keselowski making a pass for the lead. They make contact. Gordon gets a great run off a 2, but he can't pass him. We'll go on board with Marcus Ambrose hunting after Brad Keselowski. Oh, Ambrose is going to get into Keselowski through the carousel. Brad's going to fight back. Through the final turn they go. Coming to the white flag. Brad's going to pass him. Oh, Brad locks him up, and he gets into Marcos. Marcos spins on the final lap. Here comes Dale Jr. out of nowhere. Haven't talked about him all day. And now it's Brad versus Dale Jr. round 2. Jr.'s got the lead. It's a comfortable lead, but Brad's going to give it all he's got. He's got one more shot. He gets loose. Not enough. Dale Jr. wins at Watkins Glen. Now there's Marcus Ambrose going to finish it up deep in the pack after getting spun out by Brad Keselowski. And Jeff Gordon is not happy with Brad Keselowski. Let's see why. Watch as Brad's going to dive it in here, and they make contact. Yeah, it looks like Brad did drive it in a little hard there into Gordon. And then, oh, here goes Marcus Ambrose. His junior's doing burnouts, and they're going to have a heated conversation after the race, but no fighting. Just a lot of words going back and forth between the 9 and 2 crews. A lot on the line for Marcus Ambrose, and that could have cost him a chase spot. Let's see why Ambrose is mad, and rightfully so, but it looks like Brad really just locks him up, and Ambrose tries to get sneaky and pass him on the outside, but Brad just could not stop the car. I'll defend Keselowski in that situation. And now, contender round, final results here. Dale Jr. a 62-point cushion over 8th place. Great round for Dale Jr. 41 points ahead for Boyer, 36 for the Biff. Biffle moves on. Denny Hamlin moves on in 4th, and 5th is Matt Kenseth. He comes from 12th in the standings up to 5th. Ambrose will move on, 23 points ahead. Jimmie Johnson, 16 points ahead. And Carter Adelman, just 2 points ahead of Carl Edwards. And then these 4 will not make the eliminator round. Shocking drivers. Carl Edwards looks strong this year, all year long. Kyle Busch, the defending champion, who looked to be hurt after today's race, and we'll have an update in a minute. Casey Kane and Gino Harvey. Now here's your Kyle Busch update. Kyle has suffered a lower leg injury after multiple hits with a guardrail, and then the impact with the number 5 machine at Watkins Glen International. Kyle will miss the remainder of the season and might miss part of the beginning of Season 7. Best we can do is pray for Kyle and hope for a speedy recovery. NASCAR will work on making safer walls at all tracks. And now for your finishing results at Watkins Glen. Finishing first today was Dale Jr. Congratulations to Dale Jr. What a strong showing in these last 3 races for the 88 team. They look like championship favorites. Jeff Gordon had a dominating car today, but ends up finishing 4th, thanks to Brad Keselowski, who finished 2nd. Nice top 5 today for Austin Dillon, and Matt Kenseth did what he needed to do. Consistency pays off for the 20 team. 7th was Kevin Harvick, and then top 10 today for Landon Castle. Jamie McMurray also gets a top 10 and 9th, and then Jimmy finishes 10th. Great top 10 stories here today. 11th was Clinton Boyer, who had a very good chase along with Dale Jr. 12th, Joey Logano, and 13th was Denny Hamlin moving on. 14th today was Michael Annett. Great top 15 for them, and Tony Stewart started up front but fell deep in mid-pack. 16th was Ryan Truex, not a bad run, and then this is where Ambrose ended up 17th after being first on the last lap. Eddie Jones finishes 18th, nice top 20 for that team. And 19th we have Martin Truex Jr., and then Michael McDowell finishing 20th. Not bad for the 95 K-Love team. 21st was Greg Biffle, and 22nd Jimmie Johnson, both drivers moving on to the next round of the chase. Bryce Harvey finishes 23rd today, and 24th is Casey Mears, and 25th Kyle Larson. Okay, this is probably a good time to talk about the Kyle Busch situation a little more. I know everybody's probably going to say I'm copying NASCAR and what really happened, but I mean, he is hurt and he cannot race, so I gave this a perfect situation for him to have a compound fracture in his leg. I know it's probably not going to happen at a track like Watkins Glen, but we can all pretend, and I hope Kyle really does get better. It's kind of different without him on the track, especially going into Vegas this weekend. So we all hope Kyle gets better in real life and in the fake series I run as the Aflac Cup Series. So anyways, with that happening, Kyle Busch will not be in the rest of Season 6, and I will have David Reagan fill in for him just like it is in the Sprint Cup Series, and then Brett Moffitt will be in the 34. So I'll have to get used to calling that one, but Kyle Busch, there he is, finishing 40th. Sad news for the 4 chasers that missed it. Gino Harvey, one of them. And then what a race. Off to LA for the eliminator round. This is JG24, JM26, signing out.